The birth of the Jungle Cruise began long before the idea of a theme park was thought of. Like many of the attractions within Disneyland, the designs and ideas were inspired from a film. In 1948, Disney produced a television series entitled The True Life Adventures. It was a series of short documented films of live animals in their habitat. The show ran for 12 years, but it was the inspiration for a jungle theme attraction of which Walt Disney wanted to build within his new Magic Kingdom. For Walt's Jungle, landscape architect Bill Evans was hired to create a thatched world that would resemble an actual jungle. In Adventureland, Walt stated to Bob, "I would like to have mechanical animals that look real, animals that wiggle their ears and open their mouths." Bob Matty went to work, and within a few short weeks demonstrated for Walt a small family of alligators swimming in a circle, open jaws snapping shut. Walt was sold and gave Bob Matty the green light to produce a slew of animals for the jungle. Also producing a few of the animatronic animals was Disney legend and Imagineer Bob Gurr.
Well, Walt had his heart set on a really big super attraction before Disneyland was built, the Jungle Cruise. The Jungle Cruise really is the first really famous, iconic ride, much like in later years, Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, there was going to be a lot of effects in the Jungle Cruise, and many of those effects were developed at the Disney studio by the special effects department. Now, you got to remember, special effects department, they'll make a mechanism, sometimes we'll call it a show gag, and it'll be usually a mechanical device, and it only has to last just long enough to get a couple of shots on the movie, and then the machine can fall apart and it's okay. So many of our first alligators and crocodiles and hippos were all designed with that type of thinking. And of course, I think at the end of the first day we were having alligators, machines all just grinding themselves to pieces with sand and water, and it was a big lesson to learn about. Boy, there's a big difference between a movie gag and something that's going to run 16 hours a day.
Once seated, the boat drifts away from the dock and slowly chugs down the river. The Jungle Cruise hasn't changed much through the new millennium and remains a popular attraction that draws millions into its exotic jungle per year. But our story doesn't end here. In fact, the Jungle Cruise in Anaheim, California is just the beginning.